Excel doesn't have an option for creating table of contents in workbooks. When you're dealing with large Excel workbooks, you'll find it really efficient to navigate through table of contents page rather than scrolling through the tabs. However, it's a real pain to create one and even more to update it. So in this video, we'll look at the fastest way to create table of contents in any workbook at just a click of a button. Let's have a look at our workbook, which comprises of 5 worksheets. The benefits obviously will be more visible when there's a higher number of worksheets, but just taking a simple example so that it's easy to understand. Let's go to the EJ Tools tab and click on Create TOC within Table of Contents group. You'll observe that a worksheet named TOC, that is Table of Contents, has been added to the workbook, and it carries links to each of the worksheets present. Let's say we click on Sales. It takes us to the Sales worksheet instantly. It also comes with a button on each worksheet linking back to the table of contents, so it works both ways. More importantly, it adds a button near cell A1 of every worksheet instead of an in-cell hyperlink in cell A1 itself, which is otherwise a typical way of linking. So this ensures that there is no chance of overriding any data that might be present in cell A1 of any of the worksheets. You can even move the button to your preferred location within the sheet. Further, if you need to refresh your table of contents, it will delete all buttons that might have been created previously. For example, you choose to add another couple of worksheets while working on this file. Let's just add and rename both to ABC and XYZ. Once done, you can click on the Create TOC button again, and the TOC sheet gets refreshed. Additionally, the buttons on each worksheet gets reinstated afresh, essentially preventing your spreadsheets from having several buttons pointing to TOC sheet after multiple refreshes. I'm very sure you'll find this table of contents creator tool very useful, and to know how you can get this tool working on your spreadsheets, just hang on to the video till the end. Now first you can download this tool known as TOC Excel Add-in from the link provided in the video description. Once you've downloaded, you just need to follow the steps on how to install the add-in, which is covered in the next section. It's extremely simple and just a one-time setup, after which you can benefit from this tool on all workbooks. Further, the installation or usage doesn't require any advanced knowledge of Excel or VBA or anything. Add-ins are programs which are added to Excel in such a way that they appear to be a part of Excel itself and helps you save a lot of time on repetitive tasks. They're an extension to macros or VBA codes, and once you have installed it, it's available to all open workbooks without the need to open any other workbook or file to make this run. If you understood this, great. If you didn't, not an issue at all. It's not important. However, the upcoming part is important and needs your attention. Excel add-ins can be installed very easily in just a few steps. Here we are using the example of change text case add-in. You may apply the same steps to install any other add-in which you download from our website. First, you need to open the Microsoft Excel add-ins folder on your computer. To locate this folder, click the Developer tab on the Excel ribbon. If the Developer tab is not visible, just go to the File tab, then go to Options, Customize Ribbon. Under Customize the ribbon, you can see Main tabs. Just select the Developer checkbox and click on OK. This is just a one-time setup and will stay visible when you open any workbook next time. Now you can click the Add-ins command, and in the Add-ins window, select any add-in in the list and click the Browse button. That will open the Browse window at the Add-ins folder. Right-click on the path at the top of the Browse window and click Copy Address as Text. Now click Cancel to close the Browse window and click Cancel again to close the Add-ins window. Then open Windows Explorer by clicking Windows key plus E and paste the copied address into the address bar, then press Enter. Now you can place the add-in zip file in this folder, that is the file you downloaded from our website, and once you've copied it to this folder, simply unzip it to extract the add-in file. It will have a .xlam extension. Usually they are installed in Excel's default folder for add-ins, and we are also using the default folder. However, if you want, you can also use a different folder for the same. Next, we'll see how to activate the add-in. On the ribbon, click the Developer tab, click the Excel Add-ins button. In the Add-in dialog box, add a check mark to add-in's name if not already checked. If you do not see the add-in in the list, click the Browse button. Navigate to the folder where you saved the .xlam file and select the add-in file. Click OK to close the window, and with this, the Excel add-in has been activated. We'll now see how to create our own tab, that is EJ Tools tab, by quickly customizing the ribbon as per our convenience and placing our favorite add-ins under this. Simply right-click on the ribbon and select Customize the ribbon from the context menu, which will open up the Excel Options dialog window. In the Customize the ribbon window, under the list of tabs, click the New Tab button, which will add a custom tab to the ribbon with a custom group, as commands can only be added to custom groups. Now select the newly created tab named New Tab Custom and click the Rename button and then type EJ Tools. In the same manner, change the default name given by Excel to the custom group. You can also select an icon from the symbol box. Now in the list under Customize the ribbon, select the target custom group. In the Choose Commands from drop-down list on the left, select Macros. Now click the macro you want to add and click the Add button. Once again, click the Rename button and change the display name to give an appropriate name and also assign a related icon from the symbol box. Click OK to save the changes. Now you can go to the tab and check if the add-in was correctly added to the desired group within the tab. Yes, the add-in is at the desired place. Now let's check if it's functioning. Yes, and you're good to go. Hope you found this video useful. If yes, please do not hold yourself back from hitting the like button and posting your feedback. If you face any difficulty in setting this up, kindly let us know in the comment box and we'll try resolving it for you. Thanks for watching.